His brother, Ahmad Habibi, joins me now. Great to have you here. Why are you so sure the Taliban has your brother if they are even now, as of today, denying that they do?
Because the Taliban took my brother in front of our home, his home in Kabul, and his driver was sitting next to him when he was taken.
Who's that?
My brother's driver, who was sitting next to my brother when they took my brother, and they took the driver also. And at the same time, they took 29 other employees from the same company.
So they took a whole bunch of employees from this company in a roundup?
Yes, 31 people, including him. So they took everyone, and then they went into his home. So there was an apartment where he lived. So my sister was at home that time, and they searched everything. They searched his home, and they took his laptop, his books. And they told my sister that they're Taliban and they're taking my brother. And then when they left, the other detainees, his driver, and the 29 other employees who they took with them, they were released after a few days, some of them after a few days, and some of them after a couple of months.
But your brother wasn't released?
My brother was not released. And the driver who was sitting next to him, who was taken with my brother, we spoke to him, and he said, yeah, the Taliban took them, and the Taliban investigated him, and also the other employees who were taken, they were also investigated by the Taliban, and they were all released, but not my brother. So there's no doubt that the Taliban took them.
Why do you think they're holding on to your brother if they released all the other employees that they rounded up that day?
We believe since my brother was the only U.S. citizen in that group.
He was the only one that was an American citizen?
Yes. And also my brother has a history of working for the U.S. government in Afghanistan.
When did he work for the U.S. government?
He used to work for the U.S. Embassy for Federal Aviation Authority in Afghanistan, in Kabul, back in 2010 to 2013 for around 3 years. So we think that can be the reason, because since he has a history of working for the U.S. government and now he is a U.S. citizen, that can be the reason for them to hold him for that long.
You say you're convinced he's still alive. Why?
First of all, the U.S. government, they confirmed about a year ago that he's alive. And
the U.S. government confirmed he was alive a year ago?
About a year ago. And also, we know from the local people, from the local sources, even from the Taliban, who work there locally, they confirmed that, like many of them, that he's alive.
Why hasn't the U.S. State Department, do you know, have they said anything to you? The man who was released today by the Taliban had been designated as wrongfully detained by the State Department. It's a designation that sort of kicks into motion a whole series of diplomatic maneuvers and efforts to get somebody home. Your brother has not yet been declared wrongfully detained. Why not?
We don't know. We have been pushing the U.S. government, the State Department, and we have been requesting them from more than a year that to put him, because we think to designate him as a wrongful detainee, because we think that he has fulfilled the criteria for a wrongful detainee. But for some reason, he has still not been designated, and we are hopeful that this administration
that President Trump will do that.
We hope so.
Have you reached out to Secretary of State Marco Rubio, any of the members of the administration?
Not yet. I'm trying to reach out to them, and I want to speak to them.
Well, I know he has a wife. He's got a daughter who was 6 months old when he was taken. She's now 3 years old. I cannot imagine what this has been like for you and your family. I hope that coming on and doing this story helps in some way. We're always here if you want to come back and give us any updates.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.